Hello and what's up, my friends? Thunderbob here, and we are continuing our journey through Diablo 4. Last night I went through all of Act 1 and all of Act 2, and I got delirious and fell asleep. I'm picking up, it is about 8 a.m. the next morning. I am running on about 5 hours of sleep and lots of Mountain Dew. So let us continue this journey. I've just set the Act 3 starting quest as my next point, and I actually just got to the point where I'm full on side quests. And I've mostly just been picking these up and then like, all right, I'll come back and do these later. So I'm really going to be mainlining it. I really want to see the main story. I want to get through and see all of the act story. And then I will roll back through all of the acts one by one and do all the side content later, mostly on my Steam Deck. Like, I feel like I want to see the story on my big ultrawide monitor and all high resolution audio, headphones on and everything. And then like the side quests, I don't care as much about. All the dungeons I'm going to be running a million times. But I want to see the story like the way I feel like it should be presented. So that's where we are. We're going to go through Act 3, hopefully, and then Act 4, and then Act 5. I think there's 5 acts from my understanding. And yeah, let's just keep moving here. So far, I'm really loving the game. Like, obviously, it's still early on to know, like, the longevity and long-term how this is going to turn out. But so far, I really like what I have seen. You know, like, even if I don't end up playing this for 1,000 hours, like, you know, some of the other Diablo games, I think it's a fun story, like a, you know, maybe not fun. It's a very dark story. But it's told really well, the presentation's really well, it plays really good. So like, even if I don't play this for 1,000 hours, I would say it's an enjoyable experience. We're just gonna see like how well it holds up, you know, when you put many hours in. And I hate teleport sometimes. Like, sometimes I can go from one elevation to another and it's fine, it doesn't give me any trouble, and then other times there's like a stump in the way and it's like, nah man, seat's taken. I really love the fireball enchantment. It's probably, for leveling, I'm thinking the best. I probably should show you my skills and stuff too. Oh, I just leveled up too. So we'll get unstable currents, which I was wanting to play around with. And we'll replace you. So yeah, I'm running Arc Lash, I just maxed out, and I got the 2 sub-skills, Chain Lightning and its 2 sub-skills. I've got an item that gives me +1 to all defensive, so I'm not putting any points in here, but I am using a couple of these. I've got Glass Cannon maxed out. Coming down here, I got 1 point in Align the Elements. This is just a great skill for elites and for like world bosses. It gives you a huge damage reduction on them, as long as you don't get hit too frequently. I got 3 points here for that. This is basically just like a constant 15% damage reduction just across the board, which is pretty incredible because I'm always using mana. So like, this is almost always active. I get 15% reduction almost all the time. I got 1 point here for those barriers. So whenever I use any of these cooldown abilities, which these are all cooldown abilities, I get a small barrier. It's not a huge amount, and I'll probably max this by the time I finish leveling. But it's just a nice little bonus. And then I don't have it now, but I was running an aspect that gave me 30% damage when barriers were up, and this plus Frost Omer basically made it where I was always doing a big bonus. I'm not using that aspect anymore because I got a better weapon. No points down here at the moment. I may come play with these later. They just didn't seem, for my build, all that impactful. I'm not stunning a lot, or else I might go down here. I don't have any, like, I don't have a lot of lucky hit right now, and I'm not using many crackling energy, so it didn't seem very beneficial. Coming down here, I just put a point here and here. I'm probably going to come down and take these, you know, for the most part. I'll get these 2, and then I'm going to come down, and I'm not using crackling energy, so I probably will take Fear's Mastery. And then I'll come back here and fill in the gaps, probably put a couple points in teleport, bring down the cooldown on it, and its sub-skills for the damage reduction. But that's about where I'm at, starting Act 3. I kind of started with a pretty good picture, like, alright, here's the build I want to go for. And then over time, as I found items, and just like playing through the game, there are times where you're like, you know what, I need a little bit more defense right now. I need a little bit more damage, and it alters kind of the direction you go, whether it's, you know, pushing for points into the main damaging skill like Chain Lightning, whether it's going for more of your defensive abilities, things like Glass Cannon. If you're getting, you know, pounded into the dirt, you're probably not going to grab Glass Cannon. But if you're just mowing through things and you're close to one-shotting, we'll grab Glass Cannon and start one-shotting things. I am also playing on World Tier 1, mostly because I'm trying to rush through and just see the main story. Yeah, I really want to experience the story, and I don't want to take too long doing that. And also just the bonus for World Tier 2 is not that great. It's 20% experience, 20% gold. I'm killing way faster than 20% faster. So, like, that experience bonus just really isn't very meaningful.
My uncle always tried to convince me that this place was named after him.
That I find, is this the desert area? Tri-steps? Or is that... Yeah, I think this is the desert. And then Kyrgyzstan, is this like a swamp, I think? And then, so it's Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5 is kind of the layout here from what I'm taking it in. And I've got to get all the way over here for that, oh, I get to meet Lorath. Lorath's my boy. And I'm going to come back through here and do all of these side missions later. For the most part, they haven't been that meaningful in, like, the main plot. Like, they're very beneficial in adding kind of atmosphere and, like, making the world feel more lived in. There's lots of, you know, people needing help. You know, their loved ones are missing, or demons this, and, like... But it doesn't seem... like all that meaningful to the main plotline so far. So like this video, I wanted to be mostly just the main story stuff, and that's why I haven't been focusing on like the side stuff.
I lack the needed man.
And I am family-less for at least like the next 8 hours, though I do have a small honeydew list I got to take care of around lunchtime. So I'm hoping I can get through the story. That's kind of why I'm doing World Tier 1 and pushing through so hard, because I really want to try to get through the story before my family comes home, and then I'm going to be stuck for a couple hours. Not stuck. I love my family. My wife, my daughter. Oh, those are like the fauna in the area, I guess. I was like, why can't I kill those snakes? Snakes. Why is it gotta be snakes? I want to see that Indiana Jones movie. I could do it there! What the hell? Why? They really need to work on teleport. I also got stuck once. I fell through the world after teleporting.
Clean kill. The Forge Master was right to send you. You might just survive.
Survive what?
Who's talking? There's no one here. What am I missing? Did I miss a quest or something? Why are there people like... I don't know what that was about. I heard it earlier too, and I was like, was that an NPC? And this is definitely
The old bastard drank half my stock and left without paying.
The background they're using different, like, so like maybe Middle Eastern, or is the maybe a little bit more like East or something.
Miserable old drunken louse.
For a lot of first in the background. Is that
Well, he's still breathing.
He is lucky to be.
That old man there, he claims to be Horadrim, but he drinks like an ox.
He came to town days ago, looking for a servant of the demon Lilith. A pale man. It seems he didn't like what he found.
I see. I will take it from here.
Who are you?
He and I met in the Fractured Peaks. I saw his pale man in a vision, if you can believe it.
Enough. He's yours. Just keep away from the bottle, both of you.
Oh, bloody damn hells, what do you want?
You told me to meet you here, Lorath, remember?
Of course I remember. I'm just surprised you're not dead. Hand me that bottle.
What happened to you?
I was attacked, obviously, by vast quantities of alcohol, wielded by my own treacherous hand. There may also have been a brawl with the goats over this patch of mud, but I like to think I triumphed.
Lorath, who is the Pale Man?
The Pale Man was Horadrim.
Horadrim? Well, then you must know him.
I thought I did, once. His name's Elias. He was my apprentice. He was the one who brought Lilith to Sanctuary. It's possible that I did not take the news very well.
What must we do then?
Find him. Figure out what he's done. And then kill him. Listen. There's a woman here someplace. She has some messages we'll need. And I'm of no use to anyone right now. Could you find her? Enough time has been wasted. Oh, check around the inn. Ask if she's heard from the Orbe Monastery.
Alright, sorry for the delay. I went ahead, there was an NVIDIA driver update, like a hotfix I installed to see if that might be... I was getting some really bad frame drops. I also restarted the computer. My memory usage is way lower now. I also disabled NVIDIA Broadcast, which I use for noise canceling for like the mouse clicks. So you might hear more mouse clicks, but I'm wondering if maybe I was hitting like a memory cap or a tensor core cap, because that uses the tensor cores to do some of that filtering. And now I'm getting 144 FPS with really like no other changes. I disabled vertical sync because I've got G-Sync on. I didn't know if maybe that was causing an issue. I did lower... I'm going to pump this back up, actually. But most everything's just about maxed out. I turned down shadows just a little bit, because sometimes I think that causes an issue. Just want to see. Yeah, still getting 144. And what's weird is it seemed like when I was going between, like, desktop into game or enabling my video, like, it was like the frames were tanking and then not going back up. I don't know if I was just hitting like a memory kind of threshold cap or what, but let's go ahead and let's keep going here.
Can we never have peace? Shouting and cursing.
So it looks like it's making me do this mission again. I'm just gonna look through
Well,
here.
He's still breathing.
He is lucky to be.
That old man there.
We're just gonna skip this because we already saw
Check
this.
around the inn. Ask if she's heard from the Orbe Monastery.
Gotta turn that overlay off. If I feel it dropping again, I will probably re-enable that.
No word from Orbe. Same as yesterday and the day before. But I have something else. Rumor has it a pale man passed through the Abaru Canyon some time ago. Fearsome fellow, dressed in black. After Laura's performance last night.
Okay. Thanks for your help. That's not Laura. That's a donkey. Donkey!
Strange. I wrote to the Orbe Monastery the day I arrived. The abbot should have replied by now.
Tekrin spoke of a rumor. A pale man seen near the canyons.
The canyons? Why didn't you say so? We go at once. Ugh, but we can't leave Orbe unchecked. Sod it. I'm off to the canyons. You can meet me there or go to the monastery. You seem reliable thus far. Do not prove me wrong.
So, meet Laura at the canyon, travel to the monastery, and speak with the abbot. I guess we'll start with this part. It seems like a lot of these kind of main act quests, it's like they'll give you kind of two things to do, and like you follow down both paths, and then you have like a more like they kind of veer back together eventually. Should probably sell some junk real quick.
I thank you.
I should bank those, but I'm not sure where the bank is. It's back here. This must be the Act 3 town. I'm just holding on to. I've gotten like every legendary except for the one that Vigo dropped has been a weapon. It's so weird. And really, I'll probably break down these aspects later, but I've been changing my weapon so frequently, I don't want to lose it, because if I extract this aspect, put it on this weapon, and then later I don't want to use this weapon anymore, I've lost that aspect. So, though I could put it on like a glove or something. If I found like a particularly good item, I'd probably throw it on there. I just sat down by mistake. But the thing is, I've been upgrading items so quickly, it just really hasn't been worthwhile to use the aspect system. I feel like I'm going to use it a lot more like late game, when you get an item and you hold on to it for several hours, or you know, you find that like critical perfect rare, and then you can spit that legendary aspect on it. Oh yeah, I'm digging those guitars. It really reminds me of Diablo 1. We're getting about 144. My memory usage went way up again. I'm almost at 10 gigs.
I had hoped to find a witness who saw Elias. Instead, I have a camp of dead merchants. They were slaughtered by demons, that much is plain. But none was summoned here. We should search the canyon.
Could Elias have summoned these demons?
Easy. Stay close to me.
I did not mean to skip ahead there. I do wonder if it's like something where my memory is getting filled up. I've only got the 10 gig 3080, and maybe with recording, like the game is basically using up all available memory, and then I start recording and I'm hitting some kind of memory cap. If I still have an issue here, I'm going to drop the pictures back down.
Out of mana once again.
that's cool. Is that a plant? What is that? I like the demons like eating the villagers. That's really cool.
I'm out of mana.
This Elias guy, I wonder what his like game is. Is he just like a Rodrim that's like lost his way and wants to bring Lilith back? Is he someone bigger in the like there were a lot of people who thought he was like Rathma or something, and then obviously that's not, you know, you run into Rathma in Act 1.
They're coming to a hell rift. I will close it. Put them down.
A basic ass one.
Far too easy. These demons were vermin. I'd expect more from a mage of Elias's ability. Let's search the house.
Yes. What house? Damn it. I'm so bad at teleport. And why can't I break those? I should be able to break those. Doesn't it feel like I... Like those broke. The mage... The sorcerer definitely needs telekinesis. So with individual loot now instead of group loot, it's like it loses something. Like before when an SOJ or something dropped and you could grab it before the other players, that's definitely...
Tread carefully. Elias could still be close.
Pretty awesome. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna adjust. The effects, I think, are a little, especially on the previous videos, like it almost drowns out the dialogue at times. I'm gonna lower this stuff just a little bit, but like all the explosions and monsters dying and monsters hitting me, I feel like that is almost overwhelming. So we're going to bring the effects volume down just a little bit, ambient down a little bit. I'm leaving the dialogue up because like I want to hear what everyone's saying. Is there something I need to interact with here? A lot of Lilith statues.
Today, Master Elias called at my door. I had trouble with my words, so I showed him my carvings. He said he could see my pain in them. The pain of a lonely man who had learned to hate the world. And yet, our mother, Lilith, found me beautiful. He said there are others like me as well. And together, we will build the new world.
I'm starting to like be a little more weary of Lilith. Like initially I was thinking she might not be the bad guy, but like the way she dealt with what is his name, Danon's son, like he seemed like a fairly innocent person just trying to help, and she stuck the soulstone in him.
Burning hells! We're too late. Elias is long gone. This Genbar is our summoner.
How can you be certain?
Isn't it obvious? Elias finds Genbar alone, friendless, full of anger. So he plays him like a fiddle, offers him Lilith's love and a part in his grand delusion. Then he gives him tools to express his anger.
Summoning scrolls.
Very perceptive. Who knows how long Genbar has stewed in this madness? Let's hope he can still be questioned.
Let's hope. Just making sure my FPS aren't dropping. I also overclocked just a little bit more. I had been a little conservative, and when I was having some FPS issues, I bumped it back up. Not quite to the maximum, but definitely higher than I was. So that might be helping a little bit.
Your hatred fills my heart. I cannot stop my hands from working.
Gemba, you poor fool.
These little things are cool. Red mine. So it's a plant, I guess. These should all be little statues. Some of these are a little bit lower res, like that one just kind of like less defined. And I've got the max quality.
For sending Master Elias to show me the way. I long for the day when we stand by your side and set the cleansing fire. Visitors? Did Master Elias send you?
Not exactly.
Master Elias? Well, yes, in fact, he did. Ours is a very important mission. We have something for the Master, but we had heard he was with you. Do you know where he is?
Liar! Dirty pig's-born liar! The Master has all he needs! Rise now, my wretches, to me!
Out of mana.
Hit unstable current for the first time. It's kind of my like oh shit button.
Master Elias, hear me! Your enemies are here!
I have waited a very long time for this. I have a gift for you.
They better not kill Lorath. He's my boy.
That is a proper demon. Watch your ass,
Out of mana.
Look at all those health globes. There's a ridiculous number of health globes.
Oh, Elias, how vicious you've become. Bad news first. Gembar was expecting someone. It seems Elias has turned others to his madness. Taught them to summon too, I'd wager. You heard Gembar. The Master has all he needs. They're about to do something drastic.
And the good news?
Elias gave us a gift, remember? This demon he sent to kill us, it is unique. It requires constant feeding. Human sacrifices, in fact. If I cut open its belly, someone inside might hold a clue. Tell us where it came from. I must have it brought to Kedbardu for examination. Make yourself useful and
That's pretty horrifying.
See what's keeping that bloody
It's like when they cut up a shark or an alligator and they find like a human arm in it and they're like, oh, okay. I think I can just teleport out. I think there's a waypoint over here though I think it's probably quicker to just travel and then run over. I still have my little map cheat sheet up in the other monitor. I've definitely missed so many below the statues. It's like, obviously I'm going to go back through here and do all these side quests. And I'll probably try to do them at the same time. So do I just need to go do the other mission? Yeah, it looks like it. Did I get? Oh, nope. Almost got another skill point here. Alright, so we are going to... I think the waypoint's like right over here. I'm gonna grab that and then head down for the next story mission. I'm trying to grab all the waypoints as I go too, so like when I'm like... I'm saying like a lot, sorry. When I go back to get the statues and I go back to do all the side missions, I have the waypoints to make everything easier. Because really, like, the main story, like in Act 1, you're kind of here, and then you're here, and then you go down here, and then here, and here. And that's it. Like, you don't go to this area at all. Like, I had to go out of my way to get this waypoint, and this waypoint, and this waypoint. Like, you can completely miss them if all you're doing is following the story. It's kind of interesting. I thought the story would weave more throughout all these areas, but it seems like a lot of them are more, like, just for the side quests. Like, there's not... there's not a lot of main story missions that kind of cross into some of these areas. But did I go too far? On my little cheat sheet, it looked like it should be right here. But I am not seeing that. Hey, those snakes I can fight. Look at our map real quick. I think it's over here, so... And it wants me to go up. So... I think I can connect going south. Looking at the my map, looks like it should be quicker this way. And this is really like the only cheat sheet I've got. Like, I haven't seen videos on anything beyond Act 1, so this is all pretty fresh to me. It's just knowing where the waypoints are. Kind of the only reason. Yeah, this looks really nice. I'm liking this area. It's not just like a, you know, a copy of Loot Lane or something. It's kind of like a mountainous region with a little bit of desert. And I think you run into Caldeum later from Diablo 3. I'm thinking Caldeum was down here, if I remember right. I bet there's a little statue up here. You kind of always know. It's like if the path is like a little cutout and there doesn't seem to be any reason to go out there, there's probably a little statue. It's feeling like some stuttering there. And if when I pull up this, when I'm stuttering, I can really feel it. Like, I might need to lower the FPS max to like, I don't know, maybe 100 or something. Is that a tightrope you have to walk across? I love when they all explode like that. Oh, that's really cool. I love how they've added so many new, like, mechanics to get around the world. Like, even though it's just a click, it definitely makes the world feel bigger, and like you have to use different kind of traversals, like climbing up a mountain, climbing down a mountain, going across this little rope and stuff. Something like Diablo 3 and definitely Diablo 2 didn't have much in the way of. Oh, you know what? I think this waypoint is a stronghold, which I don't know if I'm going to be high enough level to clear or not.
Bandits. I should be careful. Out of mana once again. I need time to prepare.
I gotta remember teleport will break when I'm frozen like that. It's only level 26, these guys aren't too bad. Guess I could purge this camp real quick. I went to Cora Dragon, and they were like 5 levels above me, and I'm like, I could kill the guys, but it was very slow. So I was like, I will come back to this.
out of mana once again.
Even these guys, one level ahead, and like you can see how dramatic that health increase is. Yeah, I think the waypoint is right in there, but I don't think I get it until I clear out the camp. So I have to kill all the lieutenants.
I lack the needed mana.
It's over for you now.
I need time.
Unstable, what is it, unstable current? It's pretty cool. I got a key, but what does that unlock? What's up here? Just a chest. There's a lot of distance for like 300 gold. I feel like you get a lot of gold. Like I'm in World Tier 1 obviously, and it goes up in the higher tiers. But I'm getting like hundreds of gold at a clip. I've got 150,000, and like respecking is like very cheap at the moment.
Yes.
I want to group as many guys as I can together. The way this build works, like once that explosion starts. Alright, don't stand in that stuff. I think I missed. Oh, I think that was just like a thing to kill guys, not... I'm a little underwhelmed by that ultimate. I know I can pick up the sub skills on it, and maybe that would help. But it's like the cooldown is so long, and it's not really like, I wouldn't say it's like an I win button. It's not like it's such a long cooldown. You really like have to wait until you have like a pretty intense fight to make use of it.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, legendary. Man, how many lieutenants are there? These charging guys can do a lot of damage. Looks like I got 2 attacks here at one time. That's kind of wasted. Yeah, the lieutenant's over here.
What do you think you are doing?
Fall back!
Find Captain Izim inside the watchtower.
I could use someone like you on my crew.
I don't run.
Die!
Out of mana once again.
I really need that vulnerable buff on the chain, not the chain, on the plus Nova. Otherwise, it's like really not doing anything in this fight. Other than like that stagger meter building up top. But I think he's gonna die before I actually trigger it. Should definitely look at all these rares I picked up. Where's the thing I gotta relate? That's right over here. It's not obvious. Yay! Now I get another town and another waypoint. And that gave me like a level, I think. Ooh, and a skill point. Well, increase attack speed. And then crackling energy continually pulses and consumes no charges. Except I really don't have anything to trigger crackling energy. Like, that's kind of wasted. The 25% increased, that's pretty nice. It's like, it's probably better to get these than to get this, which is very seldomly actually active right now. 68 seconds? Jeez, that's like an eternity. It's longer than either of the other ones. I think bumping this all the way to 3. Every time I hit an enemy, 3% increased crit. That's pretty meaningful. And then when I get the crits, I get the increased movement speed. And then plus damage. It's kind of all based on getting the crit first. That's nice too, getting the chance to stun. They could get down to there. I like the movement speed. That's nice. Okay, is there anything I need to do here? I got quests I got to pick up, but again, I got nothing. I'm gonna clear my inventory real quick, and then we're gonna keep moving. FPS still good. We are going to continue. And it wants me to like go funky way, it seems like. Yeah, like that was way out of the way. Sometimes this little directional thing, it lies. It's an event. Speak to the survivor. Oh, it's the same kind of event. I've seen it a couple times. Is that a quest from a Dross? I might have to get rid of one of my other quests to pick that up. Oh, did we lose one? No, I think they're all alive.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Alright, I'm gonna drop just one of these. Excuse me. 'Cause I don't know if this requires a drop and how hard it is to come by. And a little again. Should I just go for the stun? Like, it's not based on crits. It's a pretty big jump. So, like, my lucky hit chance on my main damagers are 26% of the time. So 26% of the time, 3% of the time, I will get a crit, which that's like, what, 1.5, like 1% of my... But if I get to 12%, 9%, that'd be 25% of the time. So what, 2.5%, something like that. But with how frequently Chain Lightning fires off, like, we'll see. I'm kind of just messing around with the skill, seeing how much they actually add, and definitely we'll be respecking as we go, as I find new items, new aspects. I'm enjoying this build so far, though. Thought that was a waypoint. This area reminds me a lot of Titan Quest for some reason. Like, there's some early areas that really have this kind of feeling to them.
Is anyone here?
Murder! Murder in the sacristy! Lock the doors! What about the others? The elbow? Do as I say!
So I'm just searching for someone. They think I'm the murderer. I went the wrong way. The voice acting on that's really good. I need to find a skull pendant. It's probably on a body, I would assume. Nice, I can teleport up and down there.
I was so excited when I walked into the sacristy that day. Finally, my time to enter the archive and explore the knowledge of darkness. Now, I'd give anything to forget what I thought.
The inner cloister. This has a very Diablo 2 feel to it, too. I think that was the first time I ever heard the word cloister. I'm really not
during the time
seeing
of
much in the way of
troubles, the
stuns.
Obey Archive.
Unto evening. Unto evening. I shall keep it safe. And then... The abbot opened the door, and the pale devil smiled. He took the forbidden knowledge.
Shh. It's all right. I've cleared the way out. Can you walk?
There is no way out. What knowledge remains must never leave. Unto evening I shall keep it safe, and into the night hereafter. We must protect the archive.
Kind of like, should I be going down all these little side passages or just kind of follow the main path? They were like right next to the door.
I need time to prepare that. From morning, my eyes were opened, and I saw the coming darkness. Through the day, I have prepared to accept the burden of knowledge. Unto evening, I shall keep it safe, and into the night hereafter.
No, I deserve to burn with the rest of it.
Where is Elias?
Gone. He said the ruin of Sanctuary was imminent and only I could help. He is going to summon a lesser evil. He took all he needed. And then my scholars, he murdered them. He... Forgive me.
I feel like I'm not taking any damage. I might need to bump up the difficulty. It's like... It's just like The bosses are taking me a while with this build. And I don't really want to, like, extend this more than I need to.
The whole of human knowledge shall be shared among the children of Lilith, and no secret shall be kept from them. And the liars and learned thieves of the world shall perish in their regret.
Well, that sounds deep. 2 ranks of chain lightning. That's pretty nice, except I don't have to put a point into frozen orb, but that might be worth it. And attack speed and a frozen orb. Yeah, we might do that. Yeah, I just lost that though. That increases my chain lightning damage by how much? 292 max, 334, so decent bump. Might need to respec here to be able to get that fireball, because I'm a ways away. Just checking my FPS is still good here. I think it may have been
My eyes can only watch so
NVIDIA
much.
broadcast that was causing me like some performance problems.
What did he take?
Scrolls from the Forbidden Archive. He has the means to summon a lesser evil.
He what? Which bloody one? Where? Oh, we don't know, of course. Elias could cover the steppes in blood, but a lesser could wipe out the continent, or worse. Come, Elias's pet demon is inside. Pray it leads us to him.
It was protecting that fool. Genma.
This is Elias's work. But where is he? The answer lies in the stomach. This is delicate. A soft noble's hand. Elias would have to feed this thing with more than fancy boots.
That's someone's son.
Or daughter.
We should burn demons.
This is wrong.
This medallion bears the crest of the ruler of the royal house of Gulran.
Former ruler.
Obviously.
That's enough, old man. The dead deserve respect.
The dead deserve nothing when the living are in danger. Now Gulran has a new ruler, and we have Elias to thank for it.
The dead may be worthless to you, but that medallion could bring peace to those still mourning.
Fine. If we are to find Elias, then we must also travel to Gulran. Meet me there, and be swift about it.
Alright, bro.
Oh, and avoid the city gates. Too many cannibals. Go to the cliffs. We'll find help there.
Cannibals? Alright, let us go and find Grulan. I really love that guitar tinkling. Tink, tink, tink. Bastard's Pass. I like the elevation change, and it's like that's not just set decoration, that's another area you can run through. I think that's really cool. It's not like Diablo 2, you know, where you can see down the mountain in Act 5, but it's like, it's not really a one-to-one. It's kind of just like You're not seeing the actual gameplay area. Since turning off the NVIDIA broadcast, I feel like performance has been a lot better. I wonder if NVIDIA broadcast uses a little bit of your GPU and your tensor cores to basically make the audio like less, like there's noise reduction, background noise reduction, that sort of thing. And I'm thinking maybe this game plus recording was like bringing me really close to my memory limit, or maybe using up all the tensor cores with DLSS. And by disabling that, it's running pretty smoothly right now, so maybe that was my problem. It only seemed to happen when I was in like the towns too with lots of people. So maybe it's just something when you're hitting your memory cap and there's lots of people loading in and out. It's pretty gnarly. Oh, I love these like flesh bow things. You know what? I forgot to put fireball back on my thing when I changed my items and I lost the plus skill, so I had to put 1 point into it. So I respect. Really, it's about the same. 5. Got to a 7 now with the item contribution. 1 there. Nothing here other than glass cannon. These are all from plus skills. 1, 1, 3. This 15% reduction is almost constantly on because I'm always spamming lightning, chain lightning. So like it's basically just a 15% damage reduction. That's pretty cool. And then nothing here. And then I put 1 in unstable, 1 in each of these. And I think I'll bump this one up with the next couple levels until I get down to this one. I'm following the path it's telling me to go on, but he was talking about going through the, not going through the gates because there's too many cannibals. I'm curious. Is there multiple pathways, or was that just like flavor text? Ooh, that was lag for a minute. And I'm talking like FPS, it seemed like server lag. Really? I haven't run into any like server lag, you know, very little of it. Really has been performing quite well. Oh, can't go up there. I don't know if it's just because I'm playing at like 10 a.m. on Friday. Like we'll see prime time tonight when everyone is off of work what this is like. But right now, I'm gonna say it's running pretty well. I'm missing, I'm sure, so many Lilith statues, but I'm gonna come back through once I get that mount. Waypoint up here. Who are these people? It's a hidden outlook, so maybe these are like the previous ruler or whoever got kicked out.
Good of you to come. Pity you didn't bring an army or siege works.
Elias is here.
Gone to the palace, no doubt. Behind the high wall with the gates barred behind him. We can't get through.
You know who can.
Zelaya.
Sure. How many messages did I send? Huh? How long has Oyun been missing? Trapped in there with those butchers? She may be the only one left who knows of the tunnel.
If she's still alive. If this tunnel exists at all.
You don't trust me?
Of course not. You're a thief. Useful years ago, true. But it's clear you have some other reason to seek this Oyun.
Not your business.
If I were to look for Oyun, where would I start?
She has a house in the market square. We were supposed to meet there before, but I couldn't get close.
Tried to come back alive. Not convinced this Oyun is worth the risk, but perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
Yeah. Have a little faith for once, old man.
Pause there for a minute. Sorry, I got a reminder on my phone from Facebook that today was my mom's birthday. And needed just a minute. My mom passed away. Both of my parents passed away about 2.5 years ago. And yeah, those kind of reminders sometimes hit you pretty hard. So. I definitely feel part of the reason I've been into a lot of like retro and classic games is trying to like have that feeling from when I was younger and they were still around and stuff. Like the nostalgia definitely for that era of my life is huge. Like I've been, you know, playing older games and watching old movies and stuff that we used to watch together, and I don't know, it's kind of silly sometimes, but it like reminds me of like us, you know, doing these things together, enjoying these things together, talking about them. It just sucks. So these are not demons, these are like cannibals who are like working side by side with the demons. I'm getting close to my second enchantment. Should be nice. I have no idea if this is the right way. This is literally the first time.
No, no! Don't let them get me! Thank you. Thank you.
Have you seen someone named Oyun?
I don't know. The cannibals are rounding everyone up, killing, feasting. But a few, they drag away. The prisons, I heard. Why would these monsters keep anyone alive?
The prisons. Maybe there is a chance Oyun lives.
Try to folder down there? I feel like the path is going this way. The problem with unstable currents is it can randomly fire like any of your shock skills. And like some of those are only level 1s. Like when that orb comes out, it's doing way less damage. Like I'm assuming it's doing damage based off the sheet. So like, where's the orb? I heard they were used. This ball lightning is doing like 100 damage because I don't have any points in it. I don't have any of the other, you know, skills in it. So like unstable current, if it fires off an extra chain lightning, that's pretty nice. Chain lightning, that's pretty nice. But if it's firing off like a ball lightning or, you know, a lightning spear or something that's, I don't know, less useful. Can it fire off teleport? I hope not. Core, conjuration, or mastery. So no, I don't think so. That'd be cool if it could fire itself off and like just sometimes it goes infinite and it's like just up forever. Like it'd be overpowered probably. I think there are some ways like you could lower cooldowns and there's a couple of skills that will lower other cooldowns. Like I'm pretty sure there are going to be ways that we can make these skills, even the ultimates, be much more usable more frequently. Like teleport, I'm pretty sure between items and plus skills and reduction items, we should be able to get that to almost be constantly cast. I think that's one of my goals actually, is to be able to just teleport across the screen like Diablo 2 style. I'm gonna go for it. I thought the guy was dead, and then I walked out. The Forsaken Vestibule. This feels like it's important. I like the quest name, the City of Blood and Dust. So have these all been corrupted by Elias? Or, like, Lilith, I guess? Like, as a byproduct? Or were these guys already assholes? Like, cannibals?
Are you here?
You're not him. Who are you? The chopping. It stopped and I thought he was coming for me next.
Your friend Zolaya sent me.
She's still here?
You'll see her soon. We need to get through the market.
I know another way. It's safer. The old prison wing. It was sealed off years ago after an earthquake.
Where did the cannibals come from?
Here, the wall ahead. That used to be the entrance to the old prison wing.
They were prisoners at Clan Abandons. So they were prisoners, Clan of Bandits, who escaped during all this, and Lilith was just like, sure, do your thing.
I thought it would be safe.
I'll get through. Stay close.
Zombies. I love that. What I really want to do is find like dungeons with lots of like the weaker, like low health enemies. I just let Fireball go ham on them. Kind of debating if I should pump up Fireball. Like I don't think you'd benefit from that one that increases the radius based on distance cast, because it's not really being cast, but I'm not sure. Like maybe distance from you still triggers it. I'll have to do some testing on that. Dead end. It looks like a dead end. I keep hitting N for clan instead of M for some reason. I need to go down the other hall maybe. Or no, because this is the way. This was like that false wall there, right? So what did I miss? She's standing over here. Did I need to talk to her or something? Did I bug something out? I'm still kind of bummed. Like, we haven't really run into anyone except for Lockdanum or whatever. What's his name? Lorath. Lockdanum's a different character. Like, I know 50 years or something has passed, but I would expect some of those characters, especially like the playable characters.
I can't stop my hands from shaking. Give me a moment.
Like, why aren't they answering the call of this disaster?
Yes. Where is she?
Where's who? Oh, Zolia. I definitely feel like some of these characters aren't around for long enough to, like, be that attached to them before they go their separate way. Like,
keep that beast quiet.
Or die, for that matter.
Now, nothing will get you up here.
She's really here. Solaya!
Oh, Yun! Oh, you've come back to me!
You waited. Kept yourself in danger.
Oh, you stubborn cow. Of course I waited. Where would I go without you to tell me?
Anywhere away from here.
Yes, well, you were a lucky fool, I'll give you that.
Lorath here sent this one to find you. They need your help getting into the palace.
There's an old escape tunnel. The entrance is in the caverns nearby. Behind an alcove marked with the Overseer's cross. Twin sabers joined at the hilt. Press the left pommel to open the way.
Caverns. Could be worse.
Wanderer. Thank you. Take care of yourself.
Let's go! Hiya!
I'm definitely still really digging this.
I think that was the merchant's horse. Best not tell him.
It's still a little bit like, is this game going to have the longevity where I'm going to be playing this for years?
You know, when we first met, I assumed this connection you have with Lilith would lead you to darkness, as it has Elias. But after the good you've done here, maybe I was wrong. We shall see.
I'm almost at 30. I think around 30 you get your mount. Did I grab that waypoint while I was up here? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I did. Okay. Just like, did I miss another waypoint? Actually, I haven't done that in live, but in the beta, I definitely, there were times where I missed it. I hate that some of these you have to click on, and some of them you can just cast. I don't know if I've seen any skulls from the ore patches. So does that mean you can get gems from them?
While you were in the city, I was thinking on Elias's plans. Which of the lesser evils he means to summon. What he did to go round is a clue.
He has drowned it in blood.
Meaning his goal is likely Duriel or Andariel.
What's the difference?
Duriel feeds off physical pain, Andariel revels in mental and emotional torment. Whichever one it is, if Elias succeeds, many more cities will share Gulran's fate. Our only hope is he hasn't completed the summoning yet. Oyun said the tunnel is in a hidden alcove.
They definitely reuse a lot of the environments in these caves. Like this, I'm sure I've seen this exact cave. Not the same exact layout, but like all the materials and stuff in Act 1. I guess they've got like 150 dungeons, so it's kind of hard to ask them to you know, to make each of these completely unique. Basic skill damage, lucky hit chance. That's not a bad offhand. I've been looking for a good combination main hand offhand. Haven't really found a perfect one. Critical strike damage, 2% chance to execute, 4.5%. Like if I put both of these on, it actually does more damage. That's that overpower, 9% core skill damage, the 2 sockets, which I really haven't used yet. Movement skill on a amulet. That's cool. I've been holding on to jewelry just in case I need it on alts because they seem a little rarer. And like I think I've had one bow drop the entire time I played, and I held on to it for I'll probably make a rogue down the road. Definitely seems like you very rarely see the other class-specific items.
Twin sabers, just as Oyun described.
I kind of want to go through all of those like optional dialogues, but there's so much of it. Like on a future playthrough, I'll probably take this a lot slower and go through all of that text and get everyone's kind of side stories and what they're feeling and all that stuff.
Wait. Do you hear that? Voices.
Why do we stay here? Need more prey, more meat.
And you will have it once Elias has finished his grand work.
What work?
You will see soon, bro. The seeds we have sown will bear fruit. Gulran will be reborn, and so will...
What work?
Elias. He is poised to summon Andariel into the world. Her power will lift us to new heights. And of course, you will have more meat.
I want to watch.
Certainly, great bro. You will be the guest of honor.
Performance still pretty good. Definitely in these like more enclosed spaces, in the dungeons, performance seems way better than in like the open world and in the
lesser evil he means to summon.
Major cities. This is a really cool looking area too. I love like the lighting in here. And I love how you give off your own like lighting and your shadows and everything. Like just looks really cool. And the textures in here are quite nice. Like zoomed out, even zoomed in, they hold up pretty well. I gotta break everything. I thought I just like got turned around there.
master calls forth the maiden. You will not disturb him.
It's kind of hard to see those damage zones. I wish all the basic skills had resource regeneration built into them, that you didn't need to take the skill for it. I wish that just increased it more. I feel like regeneration's just a little slow. That it would give me more reason to use the basic.
I need time to prepare that. I need time to prepare that.
Look at all this. An archive of the Forbidden, handpicked by Elias himself. He must be planning to summon Andariel somewhere else. But he did his research here. Look around. There might be some clues that can tell us where the ritual will take place.
He might be a bad guy, but he's got good decoration, like
the prophecy,
good sense of decoration.
Unfolding before my eyes. I was right to act on it. When the prime evils come, they will find no easy prey. We will be ready. Our rebirth begins here, with Andariel chained to the heart of Gulran. She will feed on the suffering in this city of anguish, and we in turn will feed on her. Andariel's power will be ours to wield against the other Lords of Hell. If more must die to see it come to pass, so be it. I will not fail you, Mother.
Okay, you got kind of mommy issues there.
Chronicles of the Eternal Conflict. Some of these tomes are thousands of years old.
I missed something. What is a book?
Andariel, chained to the heart of Gulran. Her evil will not stay contained here. It will drown the land in suffering.
This is beyond madness.
Quite the opposite. Elias's mind is clear for once. When I knew him, he was searching for purpose. I couldn't give him one, and so he found it in Lilith. I didn't stop him. I let him become this.
Now is our chance to make it right before things get even worse.
Yes, we have what we need. The summoning will take place at the Temple of the Primes in Mount Sivo. Now to find a way out.
Well, that sounds
Knowing
bad.
Elias, he would have had an escape route in case things didn't go his way. Behind the bookcase. I guess that's the one thing he learned from me.
Do I have to click something, or is he going to do it? I feel like I've got to be getting close to the end of Act 3.
Should have killed him when I had the chance. We must hurry.
It's 10:30 here. I started playing this morning at like 8-ish. I've had a couple of delays though. I was having some computer issues and really had to stop for a minute. And so is there 4 or 5 acts? Because I'm pretty sure there's one after this one. It's weird these don't seem to be in order. I thought it was Act 1, Act 2. Oh, no, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. Or is it maybe in the order that you visited them or something? Or no? I was gonna say the amount of renown you have? I don't know. Weird. You'd think it would be like in order of the acts. Grab that waypoint on the way. There's literally like no one around. It's weird. Who's this? Why is he not talking? This zone almost feels like bugged or something. Just lots of dead bodies and one weird smiling guy. So we get to fight Endariel again. That's pretty cool.
Somewhere in this paradise, the Triune has reclaimed its ancient temple. Trouble is, we can't simply walk in. Elias was researching something about shrines to Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Only the blessed can open the way.
Yes, but to be blessed by the prime evils. Damn risky.
If it is the key to getting inside the temple, I will take the risk.
Baal's shrine is close. We'll start there.
It's kind of weird. I feel like I'm like halfway through the game when I finish Act 3, at least halfway, maybe more. And like so far we've fought like one named major like evil. Like I think in the trailers they showed Duriel and Dariel, but I don't know, like is Lilith gonna be the main baddie, or are we gonna is Diablo going to be in this game? Or are they kind of leaving breadcrumb trails for like future expansions? Like I'm almost sure there's gonna be some expansions to this.
Baal, Lord of Destruction. His influence has launched every war in history. Never once has he tired of conflict. Speak his true name. Tor Balos.
Tor Balos.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
2 more shrines to go. Diablo and then Mephisto. Stay strong.
What if Lorath is secretly the bad guy? Like Adria, you know, like they made you think she was on your side through Diablo 3 prior to the expansion. Till the ending. What if Lorath is the Adria of this game? I hope not. He's pretty awesome. Lorath, if you turn out evil, I mean that. Assuming this is Diablo's shrine.
Diablo, Lord of Terror. Every mortal fear, every nightmare, he is the root of it all. Always has been. Speak his true name. Al Diabolos.
Al Diabolos.
It'd be crazy if like Mephisto jumps out as the the wolf from the first act and is like, "Yep, it was me." Lilith is Mephisto's daughter, if I remember correctly. Like, I wonder if that plays any part. Like, do these demons have, I don't know if love's the right word, but like attachment? Like the primevals all kind of, they're brothers supposedly. Where they, you know, that's what they call each other. They're all, you know, descendants of Kathma. So like, would Mephisto care if Lilith died? Or was he one of the ones that helped take her down originally? Or was that just Inarius? Like, I think they talk about that more in one of the books, but I've not read it.
Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, Father of Lilith. You need to be careful. Her blood is already a part of you.
I can handle it.
You see? The power here is already agitating you.
I told you I can handle it. Tell me what to say, and then go search for the temple.
So be it. When you're ready, speak the name Dol Mephistos. But watch yourself.
I bet this is where we find out he is the bloody wolf.
Dol Mephistos.
I called it. I knew it.
We meet again.
Mephisto. I know who you are now.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we can't help each other. That mortal Elias seeks to use the power of the Primes for his own ends. No one knows their place anymore, do they? His meddling has drawn echoes of the past to my refuge of hatred. But you and I can put things back in order. Once you've brought peace to this realm, I will be able to give you my blessing.
That sounds ominous.
The forces of hell approach.
Oh, Sescheron, isn't this where like Act 3 took place? And why are we fighting humans for Mephisto?
Ulkathos, lend me your strength. We will never fall to the prime evils.
Well done. You were born for this.
I didn't expect a prime evil would need a mortal's help.
Yes, I've had some bad luck in recent years. Trapped in those soulstone trinkets. Cast back to hell. My essence is reforming, and so my power has limits. We all have our ups and downs, don't we?
You deserve far worse.
All I have done is offer you help, and yet you repay me with hatred. Why not focus that anger on Lilith for the time being? Take my blessing. Destroy her. Save your world. The victims of my brother, Baal. He laid waste to the barbarian lands long before your time. I wish I could have seen it with my own eyes. I had no part in it, though. Elias has upset the balance at the Temple of the Primes, and those shades of the past belong in Baal's domain, not mine. But I do welcome their hatred.
Interesting. So they weren't real living people. They were like shadows of Diablo 2's expansion. Mount Sivo. Looking a little bit hellish.
What took you so long?
I saw something at the shrine. A wolf.
Mephisto has been known to take such a form.
It's not the first time I've encountered him.
What? When you kept this from me?
We all keep secrets, don't we, Horadrim?
We don't have time for this now. Elias could be in the middle of his ritual already. Clear your head before we press on. The Temple of the Primes is just ahead.
I gotta get over here. Way lower damage on that one. Ooh, better damage. Distant enemies is kind of nice. I lose that core damage, but pretty much everything is distant. And just the flat higher damage is probably more beneficial. %, basic skill damage. It's an offhand though. But I think that's the one I was looking at earlier. Taking too long looking at gear. But it definitely increases your damage, like, substantially.
By your hand, the way will be opened.
Am I gonna inadvertently release the primevals? Is that where this is going? Is it gonna be like an all-out white fight between Lilith and the primevals and the angels? Still only getting weapons. 44% when you have a barrier active, which is pretty goddamn often. And it's got 10% vulnerable damage, which I'm not doing much vulnerable. This would be a good cold source item between the damage to slowed enemy, damage to vulnerable enemy. Huge amount of damage when I get a barrier active. Pretty much all of these trigger that. All of these, I mean. And it's 44%, so that's like, I could extract that, put that on something later. I would probably respec this to get rid of the slowed enemies, because I don't have anything that really causes slow. And the architecture here is really pretty. Really horrifying, too. There's a lot of areas in the story that are just, like, devoid of enemies. It's kind of weird. That guy just dropped gold. What the heck?
I'm not ready yet.
You can remember when Diablo 3 came out 10 years ago, me, my then girlfriend, now wife, and my best friend, John, we all did a LAN party together at my house, and like we stayed up, I don't know, till like 3 in the morning, the night of release. We had the next day off. I think we took like 2 days off or something, or like a Thursday, Friday, and we just, I think we beat the entire game in like 3 settings, basically. It was pretty intense. She still games a bit, but is more like Animal Crossing, The Sims kind of gamer. Like, I asked her if she was interested in this, and it didn't seem like she was that hyped for it. So I was like, all right, you don't have to play. It's fine. It's weird that I've like only been getting weapons. I was gonna say weapon legendaries, and then bam, helm. Taking direct damage has a 3% chance to reset cooldowns of your defensive skills. Well, that's cool, because defensive. I could pop in Flame Shield there, so every time I take damage, I have a 3% chance. That's not much, but... 6 mana, 19 poison resistance, 10 life on kill, crowd control duration, more armor. I mean, honestly, it's not that amazing. And the thing on it is kind of nice when it triggers, but it triggers on taking direct damage. And it's only 3% of the time. So if I get hit what, 100 times, it's triggering 3 times. Like, I'm never going to see that actually in practice. And when it does trigger, who says I actually have a skill on cooldown even? Like, I don't know. That seems a little weak.
Oh, we're too late. The ritual is underway. I will deal with Elias myself. Stay to the shadows.
Lorath is going to die, isn't he? That was quick.
Please, come with me.
Ow. Nice. Was that the act boss? Because if it was, that's a little disappointing. I was expecting to fight Andariel.
What happened? It feels like fire crawling over my skin. Ugh.
You were tattooed. A ritual.
I hear something. A voice in my head.
Andariel. A connection was made between you and her. Who are you?
Taisa. Who are you?
I am Lorath, one of the Haradrim.
Haradrim. So is Elias.
If he told you that, he was lying. I came to kill him. Thought I had, but the moment I looked away, he vanished.
If he survived, he will have fled to his refuge.
Refuge?
He has a palace, somewhere in the deserts of eastern Kyrgyzstan. But that is all I know.
We should get to Tasarak. The people there know the deserts of Kyrgyzstan well. Maybe someone has heard of this palace.
Let me join you. I don't know how much help I will be in this condition, but I owe you my life.
You don't owe us anything. But you are welcome to come. You deserve vengeance too.
Okay, so I'm still in Act 3 then. I was kind of expecting that was the end, but it does not appear to be the case. This is the highest level I've seen so far, 39. But it's way down here. Isn't that Act... I was assuming it was like... The story would be like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that does not appear to be the case here, because, you know, things and stuff. Alright, we are continuing Act 3, which I'm going the wrong way apparently. Oh, God. I really gotta get to someone I can sell stuff to. I'm completely full here. I'm not even like picking up loose anymore. Thought I saw a little back there. I feel like I'm definitely a little under-leveled. Like I'm seeing people that are 30, 35. Because I've skipped so many side quests. I really pushed for the main story here. But I am gonna go back after I get all the waypoints and really focus on the side stuff. So maybe the world's not broken up quite like I thought, or maybe this is still Act 3 down here. Like it definitely feels like this should all be the next zone, doesn't it? But I mean, with the open world, they can definitely kind of stage the world differently. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, you know, necessarily how the old games were.
I cannot carry more.
Like, Act 3 doesn't have to be contained in one zone necessarily. I'm gonna have to stop and get lunch soon. I haven't eaten anything today. I've been doing this intermittent fasting thing. I've been waiting to eat until later in the day. Just gonna vent here. I could not hit that guy for some reason.
I need time to prepare that.
This one's kind of hard because of the frequency where these guys are spawning. Dang it!
I'm not ready yet. cannot carry more.
Nice. My first legendary ring. Using a cooldown restores 16 mana. Okay, that's pretty cool. Because, like...
Well done.
Cooldown, cooldown, cooldown. Damage to frozen enemies doesn't really... Well, it works with Frost Nova. DOT damage, critical strike chance, chilled... Like, that's a good ring for, like, a cold source. But I think I'm going to take it just for the power on it. I definitely, when I get to the next area, I need to sell some stuff. So when I teleport, I get some mana now. Very cool. I think the Fields of Hatred I missed over here. I really need to get to town. Here's a waypoint. How do I get over there? Yeah, same way. So this is still the dry step, so this is still Act 3. Which is weird because I don't know. I just assumed this area would be... Maybe this is Act 4 and this is Act 5? Or maybe it's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and like maybe there's not a 5. Maybe I'm mistaken. I swear I thought I saw that there was an Act 5. I'm going to go ahead and sell some junk here and cut the video for just a minute. You don't have to watch me looking at my gear for 10 minutes. Alright, I just sold all my gear, and now we're going to go by Laura. I did realize I had a second legendary helm in my inventory that I didn't even notice. This one seems better. That heal, I get 10 life per second for each close enemy. That's pretty nice. That's a lot of healing. Even though I get barriers up frequently, when those barriers go down, that'll keep me alive pretty nicely. And I got 4 legendaries. I also upgraded everything one tier in my inventory. Well, not the jewelry, but you know the other gear. Should help. I hadn't made a town run in quite a while. These like little hive things are cool. And I'm pretty much not even picking up blues at this stage. Like, they're not gonna be better than the rares I've got.
I'm not ready yet.
Those cooldowns giving me mana is pretty nice for like accelerating my my chain lightning. Oh man, these enemies are really, that's pretty creepy. The little thing that was on like stilts almost, that was pretty freaky looking. Here's another, what, a stronghold? That's not where I need to go though. Why was it leading me that way? I'll come back with the strongholds later. I really want to go through all of the dungeons and unlock all of the different aspects. That'll probably be... like, I'm going to prioritize the ones that are critical for my class, starting class here. So, like, eventually I'll want to unlock them all. That may take some time. There's like 150 of them. They probably take 10 minutes a piece or something. Why is there just like a camel out here? Now this feels like Luke Lane. I love the sand dunes.
That's a fine costume. The desert sun is going to love you.
Just rumors, mostly. The people here speak of a sorcerer who lives in a grand palace beyond the endless sandstorm.
One of these nomads could help us reach it. They know the land better than...
Taisa?
Andaria. I hear her. I need a place to focus. Keep her voice at bay.
Look for a guide. I'll get something to help Taisa clear her mind.
I was hunting him, much like you. Infiltrated the cult to get close. Somehow he was ready for me. He is more powerful than he seems.
Ha! No chance. Not for all the gold in Chaldean.
Let's grab that waypoint.
Are you mad? There's a sorcerer living in that storm who will rip your flesh from your bones.
You'll find none fool enough to accept that request here. Give up.
Wait. What about the old man?
The only thing that unreliable fool will guide you to is your graves.
But you look desperate enough. He spends his days in a fog of white smoke at the riverbank.
Huh.
Found a quiet spot where she can focus on controlling Andariel's presence.
Is it safe to leave her here?
Safer than stumbling blind through the desert. At least until we find a reliable guide.
She's gonna turn into Andariel in the middle of town or something. And this is like a huge area. Remember in Diablo 2 how Act 3 was always like the longest act? This definitely feels like that situation again. I did Google, and apparently there are 6 acts, so this is longer than I was expecting. That means I'm maybe only at like the halfway point. Maybe I'm not beating this today. Like I was kind of expecting I'd be able to beat the main story. know that that's the case. What does this one do? Oh. Do I have like a thing floating around me, exploding? Yeah. I wonder who this is going to be.
Every day brings new food. I'm not the one who's gonna roll their corpses into the river this time. Not
Friends. I'd say I didn't warn you.
I don't know what triggered that. They just got like hostile all of a sudden.
What's that? I'm paid up, leave me be.
We're not here to collect. We need...
Huh? This can't be. Can it? Is that the symbol of the
Horadrim?
Yes, Horadrim. Deckard Cain. Can it be you, old friend? It's me, Mischief.
No. Deckard is gone. My name is Lorath. We need your help passing through the sandstorm to the north.
Sandstorm, eh? The others must have turned you down. Told you some rubbish about a sorcerer, I'll wager. Yeah. Well, what can a sorcerer do to me that time hasn't already? Yes, I'll help. There's an old chapel near there, an auspicious spot to begin a new adventure.
Good.
Ha! This is wonderful.
He just said Deckard, like Deckard Cain. So who is this guy? I'm not catching. Was he one of the Act 2 characters, maybe? That would have been way further back, though. But he does say, oh, this is wonderful, like old times. Is that Deckard? Who is he? Mischief, maybe? Forsaken. Alright, well, I'm gonna hit the waypoint. I'm gonna have so many side quests to go back and do. God, I froze up there for a second. I get that second enchantment slot pretty soon. I like that you can change the enchantments on the fly, because there's definitely, like, if you're fighting a boss, you might take one. If you're fighting a bunch of, you know, weak enemies, you might take a different one. Are we going to, like, Zoltan Kuhl's lair? It's kind of what it feels like.
You're here. Deckard is inside with your friend.
I want to talk to him, but he won't talk to me.
The moment we stepped inside, Andariel grew desperate. But her screams are only a whisper now.
This is holy ground. Her influence will be weaker here. I am. Up to Taissa, whether she'll join us, though.
Every part of me wants to walk through that storm and draw Elias's blood. But perhaps he is counting on my vengeance to lead me back to him, so he can finish what he started. It is safer for everyone if I stay.
No shame in that. It's the wise choice.
Ha! Hasn't told you much about himself, eh? I remember when you couldn't stop him from talking. We met several lifetimes ago. In Aranak, I believe. Or maybe Lutgalain. That's right.
It is
I was a
Mashith.
sailor
I
back
called
then.
it.
And a handsome one, too. Deckard was always such an intense fellow. But kind and dependable. Took it upon himself to write. To think I would find him here, of all places. Still...
That's pretty cool. Nice callback.
Are you? Storm's going to get worse, too.
So he's gonna bring that camel the whole way. Where are we going? What happens if I leave them behind? Hey, how'd you get in front of me?
Just savoring. This is going to be a trek to remember.
I wonder if Lorath had ever met this guy. Oh, and you're taking damage the whole time you're in here. I wonder if you don't follow him, like, what would have happened if you just came here? Like, I'll mess with that later.
The winds are turning angry. Follow me.
Sure you know where you're going, Mashith? A little safe zone. We're just gonna chill here. Man, if they make me go like back and forth, it's gonna take forever.
Could it be? Ah! It is! The gods favor our journey, friends! Share a drink with me, Deckard. A toast to another life or death adventure.
No, I've had quite enough. It's all yours.
Ah, I won't turn down such generosity. Seems it's dying down. Onward!
You ready? Should probably use that so I don't have to waste all my potions.
up again. This way, quickly. Oh no. No. Back. We need to go back.
What? What's wrong?
My pipe! I left my pipe back at the chapel! We must go back and get it!
Old man, if you turn your back now, I'll be the first to bury a blade in it.
Bah! Fine. But I won't forget this betrayal, Deckard. You know I won't. Come on then.
I don't know if there's some way to like skip ahead on this. It's like I'm kind of not loving this part. Like conceptually I like it, it's just how long is it gonna take you to get up there? Kind of feels like artificial pad gameplay. The Sarlacc pit. Right? That's just like, that's the Sarlacc pit.
You're being swarmed. Keep his up on our sake. Time to move.
You really are gonna make me go through this whole desert, aren't you?
Ah! Storm's not done with us yet! This way! Ah, Deckard. Do you remember the smell of the salt air on the ocean? No shade or devil could stand in our way. Been all across this world since then. Seen things you wouldn't believe. But it was never quite the same. Wandering without a direction, it was just waiting.
Aye. It's important to have something to walk towards.
One foot in front of the other, eh, old friend? If we stop walking, we die. Sounds like the winds have calmed.
What the? That was weird. You see, like, give me like a weird missing area. This is for real, like the longest quest. Oh, we gotta go this way now. Okay, so this we might be close to the end at least. I think I like cold armor better than fire armor, like while leveling, because it lasts 6 seconds. But 2 seconds of invulnerability, I think, is going to be a major benefit, like in the higher difficulty levels where things can one-shot you, and like a barrier isn't enough anymore.
Look at this. To think such an intriguing place was hidden beyond the storm.
A relic from the old days of Kyrgyzstan, maybe. Lost to time until Elias seized it.
He must hold some treasure, eh?
Mashif, don't move. Don't speak.
You've grown fearful in your...
So who are these
Elias
people
chose
here?
Them to join his anointed circle? Ha!
So these are all like Lilith followers?
That one in rags will never survive what is to come.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It was Master Elias's hand that brought Lilith to Sanctuary, and it will be his hand that binds a lesser evil to our will.
You there! Wait!
I haven't seen you before.
We just made it through the storm.
Ah, new disciple. You've come at an auspicious time.
She was here.
Oh, it was if he deems you well.
This is worse than I thought. Elias has the sightless eye. It's ancient magic. He can see anywhere with it. Across time, even.
Our flock has grown. Behold.
So they're all summoning demons.
Raise your heads high, champions of Lilith. Never.
I'm gonna fight all these people, aren't I? Just a matter of time.
Go forth and stand in judgment, but show no fear.
Don't worry.
Blessed Mother, I will not fail you again. The maiden will walk this world.
Elias.
I knew you would come, Laura.
Been spying on us with the sightless eye, have you?
You think I would waste such magic on you? You're still just as narrow-minded as the day I left you. I will put you out of your misery, old man. You should have stayed in that little cabin, hoarding your
This is over. We should find the sightless eye while we still have time. We can't leave it with these fanatics.
Hold on, I see something.
I feel like that was way too easy.
Blood petals.
Mephisto, Diablo, Baal. The ruination of Sanctuary is imminent, and yet you doubt.
Only zealots and fools are completely certain, Mother. If we are to be saved, it will be by your hand.
I have not come to save, but to empower. In my shadow, the strong will oppose the might of hell itself. Let the weak fend for themselves.
Andariel lives. The Horadrim die.
Whatever the cost.
Whatever the cost.
I had another vision. Lilith thinks the primevals will destroy Sanctuary, and she's empowering people to stand against them.
That's why she and Elias are gathering followers. They're building a bloody army.
Yes. The
I knew it.
lords of hell threaten our existence, and we are doing something about it.
Elias, how are you still alive?
You will never understand what I have done for this world.
I need time to prepare that.
After all this is the best you can do. You cannot kill me.
Bastard, die! We can't keep bashing our heads against him like this. He'll wear us down. We need to escape, but not without the sightless eye. If we can take it, that'll rob him of some power at least.
In the mountains, the mother and I saw a village. The people, cold and hungry, prayed to a light that would give them no warmth. But in her presence, a new fire was stoked in their hearts. They would never go hungry or feel cold again.
So again, she's saying that she's trying to empower people to stop the primevals who just want to destroy everything. But in the end, like, is she just trying to do that so then she can take over? Like, I mean, she at least doesn't seem to want to immediately murder everyone. So that you got that going for her.
You received her blessed communion. Open your heart to her. Embrace your nature.
Never.
You will give up at some point, old man. It's what you always do.
Ugh, that stench. Unnatural. Some kind of necromancer. Where did he find this power?
You got me.
I need time to prepare that.
Are you looking for the eye, Lorath? Taking it will change nothing. It is too late to stop what Lilith has begun. I'm not ready yet.
So when do we actually fight him?
You can do better than this, can't you? Stop holding back, Laura.
I'm not ready yet.
No loot. Must not be the real him.
Here it is. The sightless eye. Mashif can help us get the artifact far from this place. That opening over there is our best chance of escape.
There's always a convenient opening, isn't there? I'm not complaining, but... Are all the people gonna turn on me now?
Put pressure here. We need to stop the bleeding.
Oh. Not Mashif!
No.
Hey, you made it. Did you kill that sorcerer fellow?
Don't talk. The storm was broken. We'll get you out of here.
Oh, it's a shame. I got mine. Just a hair too late. Sneaky devil poked me in the back. Skewered like a quill rat. So it goes. Dear God.
Aye. So it goes. They'll be coming. I'm taking the sightless eye. We need a safe place to study it. Use it against them. We'll meet at the desert chapel. Go.
Is this where I fight Indariel? I've got to be close to the end of this act, because it's like lunchtime. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything today.
Did you kill him?
More than once, in fact. Trouble is, he won't stay dead.
He is more powerful than I thought. I underestimated him.
So did I. But we took something important from him, at least. The sightless eye. I think he was using it to commune with Lilith from afar.
A powerful piece of magic.
And dangerous. Perhaps we can use it to our advantage. Give me some time to study it. The prime evils were reforming. Hell was coming. But Elias was not the answer to anyone's prayers. If you want to take the measure of someone, you judge them by their deeds, not their words. Simple as that. Elias preached of saving the world while standing atop a mountain of corpses. Then there was the Wanderer. Everything Elias was not. Tainted by Lilith's blood, and yet able to resist her corruption. That was what I witnessed in the Wanderer's deeds. And that was when I started to think that perhaps together, we could keep the evil at bay. Must have been gruesome in that cult of his.
No more gruesome than the rest of Sanctuary's underbelly.
So that's the end of Act 3? There wasn't really like an end act boss with like loot. That's weird. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to fight Indariel. Well, this is the beginning of Act 4, it appears, so we're going to end the video here. I'm going to go eat some lunch because I'm starving, and we will pick up literally right here when I come back. Yeah, I've been enjoying this quite a lot. Very eager to keep going, but I need to get some food in my belly. And yeah, I'll jump back in here shortly. I do want to thank you again for watching, everyone, and have a good day.